Protein shakes are not magic. They won't fix a poor diet, and they won't build muscle on their own. But when chosen wisely, they can be one of the most useful tools in modern nutrition. The key is to stop thinking of protein shakes as treats or shortcuts and start thinking of them as functional food. The moment you do that, the worst options become obvious, and the best ones stand out without needing flashy labels or bold promises. In the end, the most popular protein shakes aren't necessarily popular because they're good. They're popular because they taste good, market well, and appeal to convenience. The best protein shakes earn their place quietly, through quality, consistency, and results you can actually feel. Protein shakes are sold as the ultimate health shortcut. Fast, clean, muscle building, convenient. Walk into any grocery store or supplement shop and you'll see walls of tubs and bottles promising lean gains, fat loss, energy, recovery, and clean fuel. But once you strip away the marketing, flashy labels, and influencer endorsements, the reality is much messier. Some of the most popular protein shakes on the planet are nutritional disasters hiding behind buzzwords, while a few quieter options actually deliver what they promise. What follows is a full ranking of the most popular protein shakes, moving deliberately from the worst offenders to the ones that genuinely earn their reputation. At the very bottom of the list sit the ultra-sweet, ready-to-drink dessert shakes that dominate convenience stores and gym vending machines. These are the bottles marketed to taste like cookies, brownies, birthday cake, or melted ice cream. They often lead with a respectable protein number on the front label, but the ingredient list tells a different story. Sugar or corn syrup solids usually appear early, followed by artificial flavors, gums, emulsifiers, and sweeteners stacked on top of each other. The protein itself is often a blend diluted with cheaper sources, and the total calorie load quietly rivals that of an actual milkshake. These drinks spike blood sugar, leave you hungry soon after, and train your taste buds to expect extreme sweetness. For anyone drinking protein shakes for health, fat loss, or metabolic stability, these are the worst possible choice. Just slightly above those are mass gainer-style protein shakes that are marketed to hard gainers or anyone trying to bulk fast. These products are often pushed aggressively in fitness circles because they promise huge calorie numbers and rapid weight gain. The problem is where those calories come from. Maltodextrin, refined starches, and cheap carb fillers dominate the formula, with protein playing a supporting role rather than the main act. While these shakes technically work if your only goal is to increase scale weight at any cost, they are terrible for digestion, insulin sensitivity, and body composition. Many people end up gaining fat, feeling bloated, and experiencing energy crashes, all while believing they're doing something healthy because the word protein is printed in bold letters. Next in the ranking are protein shakes loaded with artificial sweeteners and flavor enhancers to compensate for poor ingredient quality. These products often advertise zero sugar and low calories, which sounds appealing at first. But instead of sugar, they rely heavily on sucralose, acesulfame potassium, and artificial flavor systems that overwhelm the palate. For some people, these sweeteners cause bloating, headaches, or digestive discomfort. Even when side effects aren't obvious, these shakes reinforce a constant craving for sweet flavors, making it harder to enjoy real food or maintain balanced eating habits. Protein quality in this tier is usually mediocre, and transparency around sourcing is minimal. Moving slightly upward, you find plant-based protein shakes that look virtuous on the surface but fall short in execution. These are often marketed as clean, ethical, and environmentally friendly, which attracts a health-conscious audience. Unfortunately, many of them rely on poorly balanced protein sources like isolated pea or rice protein without addressing amino acid gaps. To make the texture palatable, manufacturers add gums, oils, and stabilizers, and to mask the earthy taste, they pile on sweeteners. The result is a shake that sounds healthy but delivers lower protein quality and questionable digestibility compared to better formulated options. Above that tier sit the mainstream whey protein blends sold by major supplement brands. These are the tubs you see everywhere, from big box stores to online marketplaces. They usually combine whey concentrate and whey isolate, providing a decent protein dose at a relatively affordable price. However, quality varies wildly. Many of these blends are still sweetened heavily, flavored aggressively, and processed at high heat, which can denature some proteins and reduce digestibility. They're not terrible, but they're not great either. For casual users who just want a convenient protein boost and don't have digestive sensitivities, these shakes are serviceable but unremarkable. As we move closer to the middle of the ranking, we reach ready-to-drink protein shakes that focus more on balance than indulgence. These products usually contain moderate protein, limited sugar, and a simpler ingredient list. Milk protein or whey isolate tends to be the primary source, and calories are kept reasonable. While they may still include stabilizers and sweeteners, the overall formulation is less extreme. These shakes are often useful for busy days, post-workout convenience, or travel, but they still come at a premium price compared to powders and don't always justify their cost nutritionally. Just above the midpoint are clean-label whey isolate powders that strip things back to basics. These products focus on high protein content, minimal carbs and fats, and relatively short ingredient lists. Many are lightly flavored or even unflavored, making them more versatile and easier on digestion. Because whey isolate is more refined, it tends to contain less lactose, which helps people who experience bloating from standard whey. These shakes don't taste like dessert, and that's exactly the point. They prioritize function over flavor, which is a step in the right direction. Next come blended protein powders that combine multiple high-quality sources intentionally rather than cheaply. Instead of mixing proteins to cut costs, these formulations use combinations like whey isolate, micellar casein, and egg white protein to provide a more complete amino acid profile and slower digestion. These shakes are especially useful for people who want sustained protein release rather than a quick spike. They're often lightly sweetened, thoughtfully flavored, and designed with actual nutritional goals in mind rather than marketing gimmicks. Climbing higher, we reach plant-based protein shakes that are genuinely well-designed. These products use complementary protein sources to cover amino acid gaps, such as pea combined with rice or hemp. They often include digestive enzymes, minimal sweeteners, and transparent labeling. While plant proteins still generally lag behind animal proteins in bioavailability, these shakes represent the best of what plant-based options can offer. For vegans or those avoiding dairy, this tier provides a reliable and respectable protein source without the downsides seen in lower-quality plant shakes. Just below the top tier are grass-fed whey protein isolates with strong sourcing standards. These products emphasize where the milk comes from, how the protein is processed, and what's not included. No artificial sweeteners, no unnecessary fillers, and minimal processing are the norm here. The protein content is high, the amino acid profile is excellent, and digestion tends to be smooth for most people. These shakes cost more, but the difference is noticeable in both taste and how you feel after drinking them. Now we arrive at the elite category, protein shakes that treat protein as a food, not a supplement. These are powders or drinks made with minimal ingredients, often sourced from grass-fed dairy or whole food blends, and processed gently to preserve nutritional integrity. Flavor comes from real cocoa, vanilla, or small amounts of natural sweeteners rather than chemical flavor systems. These shakes don't chase trends or exaggerate claims. They simply deliver high-quality protein in a form your body recognizes and uses efficiently. At the very top of the ranking are protein shakes that integrate seamlessly into a real food diet. These aren't designed to replace meals indefinitely or to hack nutrition. Instead, they function as a practical tool for meeting protein needs when whole food isn't available. They digest well, taste clean without being addictive, and leave you satisfied rather than craving more sweetness. Their ingredient lists are short enough to read in seconds, and every component has a clear purpose. What separates the best protein shakes from the worst isn't just protein content. It's intent. The lowest-ranked shakes are engineered to be hyper-palatable, addictive, and cheap to produce. The highest-ranked ones are engineered to support muscle, recovery, and overall health without hijacking your appetite or metabolism. When you understand that difference, choosing the right protein shake becomes much simpler.